In today's news, Caribbean man charged for 2 firearms, 2022 Festival Village named in honor of Irene Penn O'Neill, ADAEJAH HODGE sets new 200-meter record. NAOMI is the youngest CCT brand ambassador.
When you're in need of air conditioning, installation, repairs, or replacement services, Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration has the professional technicians, equipment, parts, and ACs to get the job done right. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration carries top brands like Daikin, Aircon, Mitsubishi, and more. We're open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Located in Fish Bay. Telephone 340-4114 or 343-9511. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration, providing exceptional services to the British Virgin Islands since 2015.
Hello everyone, it is June 19th, 2023. Welcome to this edition of 284 News. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. Thank you so much for joining us. Beginning our newscast on the local scene, police have charged Travis Osborne, 29, with 2 counts of keeping an unlicensed firearm after a revolver, handgun, and a shotgun was found at his residence in Carrot Bay on Thursday. The Royal Virgin Islands Police Force confirmed the breakthrough in a media release on Friday. The police said it resulted from an early morning operation by members of the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force Armed Response and the Special Investigation Teams. They said, and I quote, "The Royal Virgin Islands Police Force is continuing to do its part to reduce the number of illegal firearms on the streets and to capture those in possession of the weapons. The force is appealing to the public to get involved in saving lives and keeping the community safe by providing information on suspected persons or the locations where these firearms are being hidden or imported. Persons can confidentially, they say, do that by calling the Crime Stoppers line at 800-8477 or overseas at 1-284-800-8477 within giving the relevant information or contacting the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force Intelligence Unit at 368-9339. The Committee to Keep District 5 Alive is on a mission, they say, to make the ideal prom experience a reality for graduates across the territory of the Virgin Islands. And the project, through they call Project PROM Initiative. 284 Media's Jaka Wooding caught up with the District 5 representative and Minister for Communications and Works, the Honorable Kai M. Reimer, on this effort. Now, Reimer explained that it is the aim of the committee to help students have a positive prom experience despite any financial restraints that they may be facing.
Well, first of all, I just want to say congratulations to all the students that graduated or will be graduating this term. And I know they've worked hard, especially going through these challenging times. So as a committee, we thought it necessary to try to make it ease the burden on the families and the students themselves by offering Project PROM, where we are trying to have an all-inclusive area where you can get anything that you need pertaining to the prom, whether it's a hairstyle or haircut, a dress or a suit or shoes or whatever you need, we are trying to provide that for you. So that is why where this idea was birthed from, just to make it easier for the student.
Upwards of 80 dresses had already been collected at the time of the interview with the minister, along with suits, ties, and much more.
The responses have been overwhelming. I actually was just at the office and I saw numerous dresses, numerous suits, ties, and we have quite a lot of vouchers from various beauty salons in the community for hairstyling, for haircuts, and so forth. So I must acknowledge them and I appreciate all the persons, the businesses, mostly individuals who have donated lightly used prom dresses and suits and various apparel. I also want to acknowledge the businesses that would actually be doing the alteration. We have some tailors that also donated their service as well, and I want to acknowledge them. So with all that we have, we are trying to make it inclusive for persons so that when they come or when they get there, we already know what they want and not exposed to all that we have in inventory, so that when you go to the prom, you wouldn't say, okay, I see that at the. So we are keeping it where is more secluded. You call the number 499-5565. We will set up the appointment, the viewing based on what you want, and then we'll provide that to you. If you like it, then you would choose to take it or not. So we don't want it exposed where a person would be able to come in and go through the racks and see exactly everything. So that is the idea. We know we are prideful people, so we just want to make sure that once you come, you're able to get an, whether it's a suit or prom dress or whatever it is, that you would be doing it comfortably and not expecting persons to know what else was there.
Minister Reimer said he was immensely grateful to the community for coming on board with the initiative and the many business owners who have donated their services. He explained that there have been great consideration to ensure that the process of receiving this assistance is discreet and private.
Well, we have quite a lot of hairstyles, haircuts. I would say in excess of about 80 to 100 prom dresses. We have not many suits, but I think we're beyond, I think about 10 suits.
Okay.
And we have ties, bow ties. I think we also have a gift certificate for some shoes from some of the businesses. So persons would be able to benefit from this.
Anyone interested in benefiting from this initiative can call 499-5565. Local track star ADAEJAH HODGE inked her name into history once again after capturing the Girls' Championships 200-meter title at the 2023 New Balance Nationals outdoor event on Sunday in a record-breaking time of 22.64 seconds. The Montraverde Academy athlete came into the tournament, which took place at Franklin Field, Philadelphia, as one of the favorites for the title, and had a clear view of victory after rival Shanti Jackson false-started in the final. Hodge stormed out of the blocks to establish an early lead, showcasing her dominance in the first half of the race. Now, viewers, this allowed her to enter the final stretch of the race in a commanding position to finish strongly, breaking the previously set record of 22.84 seconds, which was set by Jackson at the previous meet. Finishing second was senior athlete Madison White with a time of 22.94 seconds, while junior runner Layla Campbell claimed the bronze medal in 23.26 seconds.
And a clean start on the second try. Hodge going well in lane 5, trying to make up the stagger on Lewis in 7. Hodge has made up the stagger. ADAEJAH HODGE. She's out well. Can anyone challenge her? Lauren Lewis, the 400-meter runner, trying to. Layla Campbell in the outside, but it's ADAEJAH HODGE. 22.65. New meet record. And ADAEJAH HODGE, New Balance Nationals outdoor champion.
Put the crown on twice. Indoor champion, outdoor champion, ADAEJAH HODGE. What a brilliant athlete. A name that we'll remember for many, many years to come. Taking the moment in. Take a look at ADAEJAH HODGE in the purple. Easy to spot there. Already makes up the stagger, about 3/4 of the way through the first 100. And as we approach the final straightaway, ADAEJAH is already a few steps on the field and powers through without any other competitors in her eyesight to take the national title and a new meet record, 22.64 from MBA, sprinting powerhouse we've seen all week.
Hodge, just absolutely uncatchable.
Just recently, Hodge achieved a wind legal outdoor personal best of 22.60 seconds in Florida, which set a new national record for the 200-meter event within the British Virgin Islands. Viewers, up next, we have more local news. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. My name is Kamal Haynes. Most of you know me from 284 News, but now you get to see me in a different light on my very own show called Health is Wealth. We have Joel Turnbull,
I don't want you to arch your back when you're pulling down.
Milton McLean,
First of all, right, your footwork.
Stephen Payne,
That was a 9 out of 10. I know you got the service down pat.
Steve Augustine,
You did a pretty hard workout today, so
And
perhaps
as you can see, it's actually
you're feeling
impacting
it.
my
Alonzo Boynes,
Taekwondo.
Adam Murrows,
I'll speak as if you're an absolute beginner.
I am an absolute.
You are an absolute beginner.
and Seth Graham.
It bites.
It will bite.
Get your water, get your fruits and veggies, and experience a wealth of knowledge about getting healthy.
Yo, everything good, Dad?
Aye. This thing got me one way, Daddy.
What you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What you really? Hey, this ain't like you, you know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home. Keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I huff. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Continuing on the local scene, in a media release, the Virgin Islands Festival and Fairs Committee announced that in keeping with the tradition of naming the BVI Emancipation Festival and bestowing titles of honor on persons who have contributed greatly to our festival heritage and culture, they are, once again, and I quote, excited to announce the decision to name the 2023 Festival Village in honor of Mrs. Irene Penn O'Neill. In 1975, young Miss Irene Penn left her home in West End, Tortola, and captured the first title of Miss British Virgin Islands. Penn's talent, a musical rendition of Ram Goat Liver by Pluto Chevrongton, sealed the selection for judges and brought great pride to the people of West End. Her achievement marked a significant moment of the Virgin Islands, as Penn's new title was reflective of the intentions for the new queen to represent the Virgin Islands abroad at pageants like the Miss Universe pageant. Following her win, Mrs. Penn O'Neill served the Virgin Islands Festival and Fairs Committee as a committee member for many years. The committee further said, and I quote, her contributions through pageantry and service are indemnable, and her mark is a choice to be honored at this time, a perfect choice to be honored at this time on the 48th anniversary of her win in 1975. Now, viewers, additionally, the committee stated, and I quote, we are also thrilled to announce the winning theme for this year's festival, which is, and I quote, a celebration of our freedom with cultural flair and creativity while embracing our unique diversity. They extended heartfelt congratulations to Ajanique Chetlan of the Elmore Stout High School for her exceptional submission and believe this theme will inspire and unite our community, celebrating our freedom, culture, and diversity in grand fashion. Now, additionally, it was stated that the committee was equally, and I quote, excited to announce the winning slogan submitted by ADAEJAH Rivera of Brigado Flax Educational Center Secondary Division, which reads, and I quote, it's a cultural jamboree, so let's fet and be free for Festival 2023. Both Ajanique and Shetlan and ADAEJAH Rivera received a cash prize of $250 each for their contributions. The honoree selected as the 2023 Parade Marshal is the Reverend Yvonne Nibs Flores. Reverend Nibs Flores has contributed to festival in various ways, but most notably as a troop member, a majorette troop director who taught the art of twirling, and a festival committee member. Reverend Nibs Flores will take the ceremonial ride of honor as the first entry at the August Monday Parade. She will receive a plaque, a bouquet, and other honors, including free entry to all festival-related events. This year's BVI Emancipation Festival will feature a plethora of events beginning from July 28 with a festival warm-up tramp and culminating in the second week of August with the August Monday Parade, boat races, and events, of course, in East End and Carrot Bay. The final 2023 Emancipation Festival event will be at the Carrot Bay Culture Fiesta on 11th August. Results, of course, in regards to the other winners will be announced. Continuing on, of course, we have just culminated Father's Day, and I want to take this opportunity to wish and trust that all of our fathers within the Virgin Islands had a safe and enjoyable Father's Day. The results are in for 284 Media's Super Dad Tribute. The video competition culminated this past weekend with 6-year-old Keegan Brooks collecting on the grand prize for his submission, highlighting his relationship with his father, Kunta Brooks. Let's take a look.
My name is Keegan Brooks. My father is a superhero. A cousin came me in the trucks every day, and he spent a lot of time with me. He liked to take care of me. He liked to buy me stuff. He liked to carry me everywhere. And my father, best father in the whole wide world. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. Cool.
The best father in the whole wide world. I love him so much.
Clueless.
Continuing on, one of the Rotary Clubs of Tortola's key community service projects for the current Rotary year and ongoing project is its anti-litter campaign. The environment, of course, Rotary's newest area of focus, and the club has decided to become more actively involved in the environmental initiatives beyond the occasional cleanups and to do its part to assist in addressing the litter and waste management problems in the Virgin Islands. The main thrust of the campaign is a series of messages and initiatives that the club will put forth with the aim of influencing the mindset of public to result in a gradual positive change, of course, in attitude as well as behavior towards littering and the management of waste. The club intends to host a neighborhood beautification competition and undertake some cleanup beautification projects within various areas around the Virgin Islands as part of the campaign, teaming up with various strategic partners through the course of the campaign. Now, in collaboration with Green VI and the Department of Solid Waste, the club launched the campaign in December of 2022 with the anti-litter poster competition. Now, the club invited children from ages 6 to 16 to design a poster that would send a strong message to the community against littering and encouraging proper garbage disposal. The club received over 50 submissions from 6 schools across Tortola, with a Century House Montessori school submitting the most entries. The judges for the competition were renowned local artists Ruben Vanterpool, artist Debbie Carson of Art Without Limits, and Ellie Krepsey, a member of the club and lover of children's art. After careful evaluation and education sessions of each submissions, the judges selected the following students as the winners. Age category 6 to 7, Tobias Evans, Montessori; Shanae John, AMPS; Nia Laura Wright, Cedar International; and an honorable mention went to Kiara Sorrentino for Montessori. Within the category of ages 8 to 11, Denique Cameron, JSPS; Ashanti Partab, AMPS; and Tiana De Silva of JSPS. An honorable mention within that category was Maggie Nolan of the Montessori School. Coming in with the ages 12 to 16 category was Takia Foy of the Elmore Stout High School; Soraya Augustine, St. George's Secondary; Mary Torayo, St. George's Secondary; and honorary mention Zara Pasico of Cedar International. Now, small award ceremonies were held last week at 3 of the participating schools to award the winners and participants with prizes. The remaining awards ceremonies will take place next week. President Valerie expressed her utmost delight at the outcome of the poster competition, stating, and I quote, "We can think of no better way to convey the anti-literate message than through children's art, and we heartily congratulate all of the students who were gracious enough and their schools to participate, and the students who participated in the competition. They delivered truly impactful works of art that gave the judges a lot to think about in their deliberations." She continued by saying, "We really hope that the general public will pay attention to the messages that the children are sending through their art and consider changing their behavior in relation to littering." Now, viewers, it is important to know that apart from the tangible prizes presented to the winners, crucially, the winning submissions will be incorporated into anti-litter campaigns that will be progressed in the new Rotary year so that the children's artwork and the messages can be seen by the general public. The art will be displayed on posters erected strategically all over the island, on billboards, and on recyclable shopping bags to be put out by the club to help spread the campaign messages. The club expressed thanks and appreciation to Paradise Water Sports in King Garden Bay and the Pottery Garden in Josiah's Bay for sponsoring some of the prizes, and of course to the judges of the competition for giving of their time and attention to this remarkable project. The club would be happy, they say, to hear from any individuals or corporation who wish to partner with the club to drive change through campaign. Congratulations to the Rotary Club of Tortola on this remarkable initiative. Viewers, up next we have more local news. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, son.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut front of people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man, forget you.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Rashford made it. Manchester United have come from behind to lead.
At home or on the go, watch CCT Live. Download our app and carry your favorite TV shows, news, or live sports anywhere you go. Visit cctbvi.com/live, select your package, and tune in.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Closing out our newscast, the recently crowned Junior Ambassador of Tourism, NAOMI of Fuwongo, has added another accolade to her name after signing off to be the newest brand ambassador for local telecommunications company, our home team, CCT. Of Fuwongo joined the CCT team on Thursday, June 15th, after signing a one-year contract with the Chief Executive Officer of CCT, Mr. Avrad Penn, making her also the youngest CCT brand ambassador. 284 Media caught up with the Elmore Stout High School student at CCT's flagship store in Rotown, and she spoke on what it meant to be the Junior Ambassador of Tourism, as well as the newest and youngest ever CCT brand ambassador.
I'm very excited to be the Junior Ambassador of Tourism for the BVI. I love my country, and I'm excited that I have a chance to represent the youth of the country in tourism. I believe that every organization, every business should have the input of youth. That the youth is very important in everything, as they are the future. So I'm excited to be part of the future of CCT.
Speaking on how it feels to have Ofuwongo join the CCT team, CEO PENN expressed that his company is always excited to partner with the youth to assist them in their journey.
Oh, we're really excited about that. As I said, anytime we have an opportunity to partner with anyone in education that's about the future of the BVI and the future of the students that are coming up in our community, we always jump at that opportunity. We're a young organization, and we believe young people are the future, and getting more and more of them involved is going to really contribute to our success moving forward.
Congratulations once again to Ms. Ofuwongo, and we here at CCT and Tweet4 Media look forward to the partnership. At the recently held installation for the new president and board of the Valley Sounds, guests were greeted by a neon-lit centerpieces, jungle flora, lights, showers, and upbeat music as the new board was installed for the Valley Sound Lions 2023-2024 Lionistic year. Now, the 15-member board was installed at a fun-filled ceremony held at the scenic Blunder Bay, North Sound, Virgin Gorda on Saturday, 10th June, and hosted by Pastor Greg George. The theme was Neon Jungle. Attendees, a mix of lions, Leos, and friends of Leos, wore festive neon colors and jungle and animal print to mark the theme. Guests of honor included Kevin Foy, current Leo Zone 2A chairman, and incoming president of the Tortola Club, Daffodil Sampson, who witnessed the installation of President-elect Hakeem T. Criqui, Lion Club member since 2018. Now, President-elect Criqui is a two-term Lion of the Quarter winner and winner of the 2022 award of the Lion of the Year. Declared a neon year, President-elect Criqui noted the advent of a new era of nonprofit for the Virgin Islands in the Virgin Gorda and promised to have more impactful events, larger outreach, stronger community ties, life-changing programming, and over $50,000 in projects, services, and gifts to the community. He said, and I quote, "It is my hope, dream, and prayer that we will turn our opportunities and possibilities into stories of success as we begin a new era of nonprofits." The Neon Year will be marked by a series of community service projects and events, some which are favorites of the Virgin Gorda community, like the Back to School Treat Box Giveaway, the Man Up Breast Cancer Campaign, Diabetes Awareness Month activities, the 32nd Annual Lighting of the Christmas Tree and Concert, and Easter Monday Egg Hunt. The 2023-2024 year will see the return of Global Cause Stride for Sight, the Vision campaign, which provides free eye screening for students and results in the purchasing of glasses of low-income families with visually impaired children, a children's Christmas party, and the popular bingo game series, which raises money for community causes. Newer initiatives like Legal U, a biannual free legal clinic, the biannual soup kitchen, World Hunger Day activities, the Now Next After Youth Forum, a month's worth of events for senior citizens, and the erection of a watchtower at Gorda Peak National Park in conjunction with Unite BVI and the National Parks Trust are all planned. He said, and I quote, "We are pleased to have also quite a few surprises that you can expect, but we're not letting everyone out of the lion's den just yet." In addition to the president, the new board is completed by Norval Young, Vice President, Charlene Smith, Treasurer, Shanique Creaky, Secretary, and two-year Director Ingrid Walters, Yvette Harley, Tail Whistler, Sashna Dunay, Service Director Kimberly George, Lions Club International Foundation Member Director and Leo Club Advisor Emily Ann Grant Matthias, Marketing Director Jevi Edwards, one-year Director Natasha Marshall, two-year Director, and Lori Jean Stevens. Of course, this is the board of the new Valley Sounds line. I'd like to take this opportunity on behalf of my team to congratulate the new president-elect as well as the board. Viewers, that's it for today's news roundup. Thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to follow us for your daily news updates at 284media.com. And of course, like us on 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Ron Grant. I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a safe and enjoyable evening. Happy Monday. Goodbye.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking